Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another LEGO mock video from BrickByBrick, and today we have another alternate build, and this is an alternate build for the Jaywalker 1, and it rebuilt his little ground vehicle into a jet of sorts, and it was actually quite a bit more difficult than I'd expected it to be, because there aren't very many normal parts in the Jaywalker 1 set. It's very hard to get any sort of height to it, which is apparent in both the regular set and this. I did have quite a few parts left over, because there are a lot of plates, and unless I wanted to make it take up a ton of space, it would have been difficult to use all of these, and a lot of the parts colors don't go together too well. It is kind of just a jumbled mess. But, you know, I think that I did manage to get something decent out of it. Obviously, from the bottom, it looks pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I did not design it with intentions to display it upside down, so, you know, the only bit of detailing that I did really add here is just I left the same wheel design on the inside that is used in the actual set, as I did on the back as well, just because, you know, I figured they look decent that way. But the point is, these are designed to be sort of propellers, you know. That was my big inspiration leading into this build. And there was one other part that I wanted to use in a specific way, which was this cockpit piece. That's not really a cockpit piece. It's just kind of a glass part that is used in the back as part of the like ghost storage unit in the regular set, but it's a weird, it's not symmetrical side to side at all, but it uses Technic pins on this one side in order to be able to turn. However, I had to make the whole build asymmetrical because the this side extends further down than the other one does. So there is a gap there, but if there is no gap there, then this wouldn't be able to actually open, so, you know. But the interior has a little console, which is present on the original, which is a sticker piece. It's a steering wheel, a little back to the seat, and a red emergency button. Don't really know what that's designed to do, but, you know, there is one emergency feature that maybe would make sense. I guess he doesn't really fit in there with shoulder pads. I grabbed the wrong J minifigure, because the other one is with the in the parts bag actually. But there we go. That'll fit right like that, and he looks decent in there. I did want to make sure that this wasn't too high that it would completely block any view of J from the front angle. So I think that's good. It's a little bit higher than I would have liked, but it's very difficult to get it any shorter with the one big feature, which I managed to keep in there. And this build on the front is actually very similar. It's a slightly modified version of the way that the cannon on the original set is done. And as a result of that, it still functions as a cannon. That is the one feature that I was actually kind of happy that I was able to get in there. It is difficult to fire. You do have to get it in there like that, and then, oh, I messed up. I didn't push it with enough force. It's hard to do with the figure in here. That's the real issue there. But you can get it in there, and then the thing is, you usually end up shooting it too far before you. There we go. That worked, kind of. But because of the positioning of the actual cannon piece, you tend to put it just slightly too far, where when you shoot it, all you're doing is pushing it out. It doesn't really have like the full force of the shooter. But the stickered piece there actually does lead to making it a tad easier, because you can slide it right in. Yeah, like that. Another misfire. But, you know, it is what it is. It works sometimes it doesn't, which I think is true of many the more creative functions and sets. But overall, I am happy with the way this turned out, and this was mainly for appearance, not for function. Function kind of came second when I realized, hey, there's something I could probably do with this. But, you know, it turned out how it did, and I'm not too disappointed. And the back was where I really struggled, because I could not figure out what to do there. I kind of just tried to use every blue piece I had remaining, or that would have made, slight sense. And I kind of didn't even have enough to do that, so I used some light gray, which I wanted to keep to a minimum in the outward appearance, but, I had to do something in some places. And overall, I don't think it looks bad. At least I was able to get it symmetrical. And I do like the fact that I was able to get the caution stripes underneath there. I think that looks pretty decent. So, overall, it's a jet. It looks really kind of funky. The wings / propeller holders are they're kind of not really there. You can see some very sad attempts at making wings, but it is what it is, and you can turn the propellers from the top here with these little axles. Again, I tried to put a dome on there, but then I wouldn't be able to attach the ends of the wings, and then it would look really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna stop making up bad excuses for why this thing isn't that great, but I think that the big issue is just the part selection in the set. It is very difficult to come up with anything else besides the Jaywalker one. That's significantly different. Obviously, you could switch two pieces around, and it would probably still not look bad in the regular set, but, I was trying to do something different, and it turned out okay. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this alternate build in the comment section down below. I might end up doing a couple more of these, somewhat soon, just because I'll be disassembling some of my possession stuff, so maybe if there's anything that I want to attempt to build out of it, that'll probably come sooner rather than later. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.